Hey, and thank you so much for tuning into Wednesday Money with WealthyMe. My name is Reagan Mitchell, and I'm the Managing Director at WealthyMe. Today I want to share a personal story with you. Why did I decide to buy retirement annuities for my two kids? My kids are still very young. My eldest is 8, my baby is 6 years old. I've got a boy and I've got a girl. And I decided to invest in retirement annuities for both of them. Why a retirement annuity? What is so special about a retirement annuity? Why did you choose this particular vehicle? Well, I'm passionate about generational wealth creation. We live in a country where inequality and the wealth gap continues to grow. And as a businessman and as a financial advisor, I've come to the realization that we need to be intentional about creating generational wealth so that we can close this wealth gap, so that our children's children and their children may have an equal opportunity or an equal playing field. We can't, as black people in this country, not be intentional about creating generational wealth. So what I've done personally is I've taken 10,000 Rand or 20,000 Rand and invested it respectively for both kids. 10,000 Rand in Jonah's account and 10,000 Rand in Summer's account. Now I know the power of compounding. If you start as early, or if you start investing at this age for your children, with the retirement annuity, the only time you can access the funds is when you are age 55, or if the person dies, or if the person decides to immigrate. Now, I'm not too worried about what's going to happen in the future. What I do know is I'm trusting the process. So if I invest 10,000 Rand as a lump sum for both of them, that money will grow. And what will happen is when they start working one day, they will then start contributing towards this investment. And if you look at the long-term effects of compounding, when you make these type of investments, it's quite significant and it does make a difference. So there's no get rich quick strategy. We have to be intentional about creating generational wealth. So this is the reason why I decided to invest in retirement annuities for my children. A retirement annuity, the growth within this vehicle is completely tax-free. And I'm starting something in my family that could become part of our legacy. Tomorrow, in a few years from now, when Jonah and Summer has their kids, they can do the same. And the more we are intentional about our financial habits, the greater the long-term rewards will be for our children's children. So I've come to the realization that if I don't enjoy the fruits in my lifetime, at least 4 generations down the line, when they compete, when they are out in the world, when they want to start businesses, it won't be difficult for them. People, if you look at inequality, if just a basic thing like healthcare, people that don't have money don't have access to good healthcare. And that impacts their health, that impacts their quality of life. And really, it's not just about money. Wealth has so many benefits. Generational wealth has so many benefits. My children's children could be philanthropists. My children's children could start universities. They could do great things in the name of, or in our legacy, in our family legacy. So these are just one of the things that that I've done in my personal life, and some may not see it as significant, but I mean, I did basic calculations that if we now start adding a 250 Rand to each of their investments, and we give it over to them at the age of 24, suppose they start working or they start their own businesses and they contribute, I mean, by the time they hit 55, by the time they hit 60, there's 5 million Rand available. And I mean, that's not much, right? But how many of our parents can say that they've retired financially independent or they've had sufficient provision? We've got many of our parents and even their parents that could never retire financially independent. The last thing that I want for my children is for them to be dependent on their children. So I'm breaking a curse. I'm breaking the cycle of poverty. This is what it's all about. So thank you so much for listening. I hope what I've shared with you moves your heart, and that you put together personal strategy for your family legacy. And if you want more information, if you need assistance, please reach out to us. We are available to assist. Thank you so much for tuning in, and God bless you.